So today I'm going to talk to you about the Mega Backdoor Roth 401k. Now, this is kind of the graduate school edition of very sophisticated tax strategies, but extremely meaningful in terms of what it can do for a family. So major tax savings. And what I mean by that is this is something that could be saving almost $80K a year on lifetime taxes that you do it. It's a very rare perk, and what I mean by that is only some employers, right now it's a lot of the big tech companies, consulting companies offer it. So we're going to check with HR to see if it's even on the table for you. And also, it only really works if you are a super saver, right? Because otherwise there's other things that we'd want to fill up on your savings waterfall before doing this. It's also fully blessed by Congress. It's quite a mouthful. We were joking on the team, like, how do you actually spell mega backdoor? But it is blessed by Congress. In 2018, they weighed in, is this allowed, is this not allowed, and yes, fully blessed and legal. So let's actually talk about what it is and why you want to do it. So let's start with what is this account type? Well, you may have heard of a Roth IRA. This is slightly different than that. An IRA is an individual retirement account of what you do on your own, right? You set it up through your own investment account. A 401k is one you do through work. So we're going to do this tax strategy through your workplace benefits. And it's a way of saving for retirement. Uncle Sam says, please save for retirement. Don't depend just on Social Security. And in return, we're going to give you some awesome tax perks. Now, what are the awesome tax perks? That's the Roth part. The Roth part means the government is taxing the seed and not the tree, meaning you can put the original amount in, and so for a lot of our families with a Mega Backdoor Roth, you can put in almost 30K, and then this can compound over time, and it could be that this is growing right to almost like 160K over your lifetime, over about 30 years. That's why Albert Einstein calls compounding the eighth wonder of the world, and this is just growing at a very kind of conservative 7% long-term growth rate. And so the Roth part says, instead of a normal investing account, Uncle Sam would say, I'm so glad this grew for you, but you have to pay capital gains, right? We're going to take our 20% chunk of flesh. In this case, nope, with a Roth account, you don't have to pay any taxes on the growth. It comes out tax-free. Now, the open question for these, you might say, yeah, this looks amazing. I'd like to put money into this Mega Backdoor Roth. How much? Now, this is where things get a little complicated on the math. I'm just going to walk through it, which is, you're probably familiar with a 401k, right? And right now, as of 2024, the max you can contribute to those is 23K. A Mega Backdoor Roth is like a top up on top of that. And how much can we contribute? Well, the limit across all 401k types, right? Your employer contribution, your employee contribution is 69K in 2024, 2025. And so what we're going to do is we're going to say that's the limit. We're going to subtract 23K, which is the max you can contribute pre-tax, and get a nice tax deduction from Uncle Sam on. We're going to take out your employer contribution. So I put just a hypothetical, sometimes employers do almost a 50% match, so that's another 11K. And what we're left with is the amount that we can contribute to an after-tax 401k. We'll help you do this math for your specific employer. So that's why it's the mega, right, of Mega Backdoor Roth, because this amount is way higher than what you could do into a normal, Roth IRA. The limit there is only 7K, whereas here we're looking at kind of north of 30K that you can put into this really tax-referenced account, like the Ferrari of tax accounts. So how does it actually work in practice? Well, you're going to have kind of two ways of contributing to your to your 401k. The first one is you're going to max out your traditional or pre-tax 401k. And I get that question of, wait, hold on, isn't Roth better? Like, why do I want to do that? Well, odds are, if you're in a 32% or up tax bracket, so for a married couple, that would be earning north of around $385,000 a year. You want to get that amazing tax deduction, which the government is giving to you, right? Because that's worth, if you contribute 23K, that's worth almost 7K of tax savings per year that you max that out. That's always like buried in all the HR documentation. So we definitely want to take advantage of that. And then in later years, right, if you hit early retirement, if you go on a sabbatical, we'll convert that stuff to Roth. So we definitely want to do pre-tax for that first chunk, but enter the mega backdoor Roth where we can do even extra. For that extra amount, so this is that extra kind of 30 odd K, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it into an after-tax 401k for you, and then convert that to a Roth. And what's so powerful about that is you don't pay, taxes like extra, on going in, and then it grows tax-free. And really important is that conversion step. I've seen some families where it's been sitting in the after-tax 401k, and so they don't get any of the perks. So we really want to make sure we either automate that conversion if it's possible through your employer, or that we manually do it for you each year. This is a massive benefit because it's something that you can put a lot of money into a nice tax-free account for the long term. So we'll be happy to help you, A, check if you have the perk in the first place, B, figure out how much you need to put in, and then C, figure out how do we actually do the mechanics easier. But awesome tax strategy that we want to help you out with.